I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause some pain, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap.
Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here of the Austin FC Manager Career Mode here in FIFA 22, and we're back here for episode number 40. And today we are going to have a pretty good matchup here. Today we have Minnesota United, which will start us off here. Last time we played against Minnesota United was in the Twin Cities, the start of the season. And we didn't start off the season very well, or start off the way we would like to. We ended up ending that game in a 1-1 draw, as we were able to score within the final minutes of the game. And today we would like to try to get revenge on Minnesota, as Minnesota right now currently in 6th place, as they are in 6th place right now with 16 points. In the 13 matches they've been in so far this season, they are 3-7-3. So we like to try to see if we can get a win here off of them. As like I said last time, wasn't so lucky, as we can only pick up 1 point in that draw. We almost came close not picking up any points in that game, but we were able to get down the field very quickly in the final few moments of that. Plus, I think it was like plus 6 minutes or so of that 90th minute. And we're able to conjure up a goal for a chance to at least get points for ourselves there. So, like I said, a little bad taste in our mouth here. We feel like we should have did a lot more better in that game. And today we'll try to see if we can return the favor here, as we, of course, host, or we're going to be facing against Minnesota United. So there you see Ryan Hardy. Of course, we're on the top scorers, or the top scorer right now in MLS, and he continues from where he left off last season, as we are here at the Q2 here in Austin, and this should be a good one to say the least here, as the crowd is here. And of course, Matthew McConaughey, he's in the house. He's watching his team, the FC squad here, and of course Javier Morales, our manager, who's the manager of this Manager Career Mode, of course has a successful season here already. 2 seasons since taking over this team, when they started that inaugural season, winning the MLS Cup, and of course just most recently winning it here. Believe it or not, yeah, it's been that long. Yeah, we've been that long in this season here with this series. Of course, we've kind of we'll jump on this series every so often. Of course, this series comes out every Friday at 5 p.m. Central here on ESGNet. And of course, here in the near future, we might see more episodes come out, more on a regular basis, or maybe bi-weekly type of thing. But nonetheless, it should be a good one here, as we'll see if we can get this goal there. And unfortunately, not able to get that one as it was blocked. So here we are going for a corner kick here, and of course, we're doing a good job here with a lot of our youth academy players here. We're starting to see some more guys here stepping up to the plate here. You got Peralta here helping out with Ryan Hardy with another goal. As Austin FC gets the first goal of the game here within the first 5 minutes of the game. Nice job, as they definitely celebrating here. But yeah, we're getting a lot of youth academy players. We got a treasure trove of strikers, a couple of mids, as well as some cams that we're really trying to do our best to kind of mix them in there. Obviously, we're having a lot of our those younger youth academy players get involved in games like the U.S. Open, which is it's important. We've won it already twice now here in this series, here in these first 3 years, and of course we're trying to see if we can win it here in year 3. But it's we've been successful. We've had it twice now in back-to-back years. It's I'm kind of thinking like, okay, when it comes to work, push comes to shove, if we really need a win against a certain team here, we'll put a certain squad of guys out there. But for the most part here, I'm really trying my best to get guys in there that, some of our youth academy guys that I believe that can handle, high pressure situations here, especially, against some teams as well. Not just the high end of the MLS, some of the talented teams that are out there, but also some of the less talented teams. And, obviously, you got some bottom feeders in both in the East and the West that, I feel like if we can go in here and we've statistically or historically have done well against them, then we'll try to, get these guys, our youth academy players involved in that situation there. And, of course, get them some playing time here as we see another goal coming across there. As that was just a great job there, really just putting pressure on this defense, which we're been doing very well in the last couple of seasons here, and we're starting to grow that even more so here on the offensive third of the pitch. And there you see, nice job here is Franco getting that lovely header there in that right corner there. Nice play there from him. Of course, we picked him up during the winter transfer window, and he's worked out very well for us here now. And of course, we're trying to beef up that defensive back situation here, the centers, even the lefts and lefts and rights. We've been, there's been some times there I kind of question some of their abilities and some of their stuff they're doing, especially like switches like that. We're not doing a good job of tackling and making, causing them to, not let them get in opportunities to make long shots like that, which thankfully they've quite a few teams have not been successful at that. But we got it. That back line is getting, we got a lot more older guys in there, but they're not at where we really need them at. They're kind of, regressing in some areas in their game. So we got, I've been trying to tell the youth academy coaches and scouts and things like that, like we need guys. Our first, oh wow, nice goal here from Wanders as he gets his first goal here in today's game. But yeah, we need some very tough, very strong, very talented youth academy players that can play defense. Preferably the backs, left, center, and right. So that's kind of what they're on their mission now here for the next couple of months, going into the next transfer window. And of course, like I said, we're also looking at some of the youth academy players that we have right now. Some of them once we get our with this transfer window done with, we should have a couple opportunities, a couple spots open for some areas in our game, and I'm looking at more like the defensive side of things. I think we might move one offensive player. I think we've already moved up one already, but I think we might move up one more and then a defensive player. Ideally, I think I should have about 2 to 3 spots open. I think 3 at the most. But of course, if there's a certain guy that I feel like, hey, you've been here for long enough, you got, if another team wants your services there, they need a guy, a veteran player, like depending on whoever it is, then we're gonna give that person oh shoot, that goes off the post there, and they get their rebound shot and they miss this one. But we're gonna give that guy a chance to, some older guys a chance to play, and of course, there are some talented guys here that I really enjoyed here, but we're trying to keep some. We're trying to keep some of our homegrown players here as long as we possibly can. As you can see a whistle being called here, it looks like I don't know if this is going to be a card on this Minnesota player here. Should be, but I think they're going to give him a warning. So oh no, they're going to give us a PK opportunity here. So a PK opportunity now for Austin. As we'll see, Reds here going for the Rodney Reds, one of our players I really like to keep here for the foreseeable future now in this series. He's kind of one of those homegrown, he's definitely I kind of want him to be our Austin FC lifer here with this squad and see what he can do with his career. He's still young here to still make still a part of that youth movement here. I really don't want to give him up to go anywhere else, but if it's depending on the team, if he's good enough to play in the any English soccer team over in the UK, then we'll definitely make that may consider moving him. But I think for right now, or even the German league, But if there's a team out there that really needs his services like that, and they make a decent offer for him, then we'll definitely make that chance. Oh my goodness, I was off the post there for Wanderers. Jeez, just wish we got the right angle there on that one. We have got his second goal here. And of course, I'm really impressed with Wanderers. He's really been stepping up here in his game as a cam. And of course, Pereira, he's I think recently just he's been asking to get more playing time here as we've been kind of rotating that cam position. We've had Wanderers, we've had Baker, and several others playing that position there, that cam position. But yeah, as you see here, we get a nice win here as we're able to stop Minnesota from really doing anything in this matchup here, and we get back the victory that we should have had, but end up getting a draw, and we win this one with a nice clean sheet. So we start the series, today's episode with a nice clean sheet win over Minnesota as they win this one 4-0 here in front of the Austin crowd here in Austin, Texas. So nice win here to start off, and we'll see how well we do in our second matchup here today's episode, which we'll play against another team here out in the West, as we'll play one of our in-state rivals, Dallas, coming up. But there you see the numbers there for the game. You guys, of course, pause the video and check that out. But this was actually a fun game. I really enjoyed playing this game here. I was trying to get a lot of guys in there, get Wanderers, get Pereira. Folk was in the game as well. We're trying to get him going. He's kind of took a one step back in his development there. Hopefully we can get that turned around here very quickly. DeWolf is getting a lot more playing time as well. If you guys haven't noticed, he's one of our kind of our up and coming players that we got from Youth Academy that we recruited back in season 1. Now he's finally getting some more reps. He got a little bit more reps, season 2, and then now he's almost becoming almost an everyday, type of player here. But I think probably after this window, he'll probably be our everyday mid guy. I think right mid there for us. But yeah, this is a good game. Great job there from our guys. As like I said, the youth is really making a huge difference here for us, for Austin. As you know, I noticed that there's a lot of MLS teams are still. There's some MLS teams that got some youth players that are doing very well, but they're really relying on their, they're obviously they're veterans, rightfully so. If they're not regressing, I don't blame you. I wouldn't change anything either. But at the same time, you got to get those youth academy players involved very quickly. And I think that's really helpful for us. There you see talking about, I believe, some more playing time there. We're going to try to do our best to get him squared away. There you see Damien Main, French player that we recruited, and he is being looked at to loan to buy. There you see a couple others are being looked at as loans or loans to buy. And of course, like I said, I want to give those guys like him, these 20, 21-year-olds that are coming, just came out of our youth academy, getting them some playing time with us, but not a lot, especially if there's a log jam in certain areas. And one of those is at Cam the Cam and the CM positions there. So I want to give them a chance to go overseas and get some playing time and see what they can do and see how well they'll play. And of course, it all depends on if they do well over there and the team likes them. They'll buy them from us. But at the same time, if we need him to come back for whatever reason, if he's not getting the playing time we're hoping that we negotiated with, then we'll definitely bring him back. Because he'll let us know that he wants to be called back. But I think for the most part here, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna give these a lot of opportunities here for a lot of these guys here, because our scouts are doing a good job here finding a lot of decent players here. Especially, we want the best of the best. We want those blue chip, those world-changing type of Cristiano Ronaldo players. But of course, you're not gonna always get those in the game. But we want some MLS caliber players, So those guys in the mid to upper 60s, 70s, and mid 70s. So we want those type of players there. And we're finding actually probably quite a few good players in that range there. So we don't get those guys opportunities there, because there's also teams out there just like our thing. As you see here, they want Johan there for a deal there. Looks like one of the English clubs there, or maybe that's the Spanish club wants to pick him up there. So, we'll delegate it. We'll see what they're offering, and of course we'll have our assistant negotiate that, and we'll let the numbers we're looking at. If they want him as bad as they seem like they look like they want him. But, we want to give guys opportunities wherever they can to play. If it's not with us, then obviously with somebody else. And that's the beauty about having, those, finding those players there. Because, if he's a good player now and he's supposed to be a good player later, and then we get lucky enough, we find another player that's just as good, well, hell, then we can take that money that we can go ahead and sell that guy, bring that next guy that we found bring him in, and then use the money that we got from the guy we just sold and use that towards, bringing somebody from like, an older Premier League player that wants to, still be on the pitch, but not as much, but looking for decent money in the MLS, wants to come over to the States and maybe wants to live here or something like that, So we're just trying to look for anybody we can find that, especially like in the English Football Champions League or the League One or League Two, those type of teams there, we can find players there that can help us out. It all depends. So we're definitely looking, and we're definitely going to be doing the best to find what we can to help us out when it comes to building this team, which has been doing. That's what we've been doing. We've been doing an excellent job of it, and we're hoping that will continue here today. So you see there, we've seen all that information about Dallas there on the screen. Of course, Dallas, Big D, won their most recent game, and last time we actually faced them, we won 3-1. Their most recent game was against Real Salt Lake, which they won 2-1. Right now they're in 13 matches. They are 3-4-6 with 13 points. So They are kind of in that bottom mid, I guess, mid to bottom third of the West right now. And see Wanderers here fighting, and of course this is a great interstate, in-state rivalry just down up the highway up in Dallas, more or less Fresno, Texas there. But nevertheless, Dallas ends up giving up the first goal here to us. It's 1-0 here at the old 2. This is another packed house here. As you see some of the Dallas fans there wearing their blue and red here. But there you see Wanderers gets another goal there. So that's his second goal now here in 2 matches that we've seen him. And he has been on fire. I think a couple episodes ago we seen him do that again. He had another multi-goal game. He has 9 so far for the season here in 14 matches just right now in the MLS play right now. And I'm sure he probably has a few more there, or just about the same amount in the U.S. Open Cup games as well. So we'll see a player here from Dallas offsides, and of course they're going to get that called back. So now Ryan Hardy here on the attack. Hardy going here. Hardy going to give it the ball up here, and Smith from Dallas able to steal that one there. But we'll maintain controls here. Pereira has now. Pereira here puts it back, gives it back to Ryan Hardy, and Hardy shoots and scores. And that is goal number 2 here for Austin as they lead this one 2-0. Nice job there as the fans of Dallas. I'm pretty sure guaranteed that all teams in the West, especially LAFC and Portland, really do not care for Ryan Hardy right now. They're waiting for us to, eventually at some point, him either asking to leave because the competition is just too easy, or waiting for us to the point where, crap, we can't afford Ryan Hardy anymore, and we might have to go ahead and just sell him. But it's going to get to that point here at some point. But obviously we're in the midst of trying to get Oliver in the position here to help us out Oliver and a couple others, or like 2 others that are kind of elite style players here that would definitely be on that next level when it comes to strikers in the MLS, and maybe even Premier League strikers. The way they were recruited there, I think they were like 94. Their potential was high, so I would have to look and see on my notes. But I know there's at least Oliver, and then there's like 2 others that are like that kind of special. They have that they've got special potential. As Ryan Hardy scores another one there, it's now 3-0 for Austin FC. Ryan Hardy fired up there. As you see there, Vasquez and others there celebrating with him. But that was a good look at that. Great play, clean, right off. And look, he hit it right off the. Oh no, okay. I thought maybe he hit off right off the goalkeeper. It came back to him, but just a nice job there, just scooping that up and just slamming it past the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper just kind of just froze, did not know what to do in that situation. As now we'll see here Dallas now here going on the attack, and nice block there from Franco as Stover here now is going to get the ball back and play. And of course we are looking at Cunningham as our next guy here at some point here, because Stover, he's getting up there in age, and he's he's doing great things for us. I'm not gonna say like, we gotta get rid of him, but we're trying to get Noah Cunningham in more of a position here to kind of take over. You'll see him more in the games, in the cup games, and of course a few MLS matchups as well here later on, especially once we get past this transfer window that we're in right now. As we'll see another goal being there made by Wanderers. Of course, Wanderers, one of the big kids, one of the new kids on the block here, is making some noise here for Austin. As he has high potential as well. So we're trying to get as much out of him, much production and stuff out of him as we can before It's time for, at some point it'll be time for him to take off as well. As we'll see. And of course, MLS, there's a lot of rotation. There's a lot of guys, a lot of teams, not keeping the same guys around for a lot of times. They have a different structure when it comes to, team building, like different than other other sports leagues. So a lot of these players won't be here within the next 2 or 3 seasons from now, and because we'll have a changing of the guard a lot. So that's what I kind of notice in real life, and of course a lot of my friends closely watch the MLS religiously, and they tell me a lot of things that I need to be aware of, and just if I'm going to have a realistic type of play when it comes to MLS, try to keep the team new and fresh from time to time. There will be some dips in our game and how we approach the teams and stuff like that, but because not everybody stays at the top for too long there. But we're trying to do our best here to still continue being relevant here in these especially in year 3, doing a great job here. Of course, we'd like to do a lot more better in the department of building a team up in the defense of things. See here, we're past the hour mark in the game, and now Ferris is going to shoot this one here. So no clean sheet for us as Dallas is able to get on the board here. And this was a well-worked, timed play here from them. They did a great job there of working the box, getting us shifted around. A little confusion, and then just right up the middle there, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and of course Stuver just not there on time as he just leans over just too soon, or leans over too late there. I guess the actual thing would be. As now we're trying to get this one here. We're trying to defend now, make sure we don't give them a second goal before this game's over with. And come on, come on, boy, guys, you gotta get rid of this ball here. You gotta get out of the defensive third in the midfield. We gotta get this one up and at least try to pass it around here in this offensive third now as we have the ball. Here we are trying to work this one in the box, trying to see if we can find anybody there to shoot. Can't really find nobody, get a decent shot there. We're just going to hold on to it. And the final whistle is blown as those 3 extra minutes there of stoppage is over with here. We win this one here, 5-1 is your final score. Obviously, it would have been nice if we got a nice clean sheet here in this matchup, but unfortunately, well, you know how it is around here. Not always in our favor. But Ryan Hardy, two attempts, 2 goals there for him. He will probably definitely be our player of the match. So congratulations there to him. And of course, Austin wins their second one in today's episode there. Nice job. As we win this one 5-1. And a nice possession there. 65% of the time we had the ball there. That was always great. Tackles, we had 23 tackles out of their 20. They won tackles 8-6. Interceptions they had was 13-10, and they have 3 saves, even though they gave up 5 goals in that game. Ryan Hardy, 2 goals, 2 assists there. Your player of the match for this one, as Wanderers had 2 goals, Flag Guys had a goal, and Reds had 2 assists there. He's been doing an excellent job there, helping us out in the assists there. Nice job there, Rodney. That's one of the main reasons why I want to keep him around there. I wish there was a way in this game, and of course this game is now, this is FIFA 22, so, but maybe somewhere down the future, in in future FC games, EA, is there any way you guys could do like a system where you have like a mentor system in there? If not, or maybe they do. Maybe there is something like that. I don't know. I really did a whole deep dive, but if there isn't, that'd be kind of cool, so the guys can learn from guys that have a higher overall from them to be learn kind of have a mentor role. You could be taught certain skills, get skill bonuses and stuff like that for that position that they're playing, that they have common interests in, and learn skills and abilities, stuff like that. That'd be kind of cool thing you can have in the game. Just an idea, but nonetheless, as we take a look here at our transfer hub there, and of course we got some more offers there being made there for some other players. Now, as we get to our final game in today's episode here, is the quarterfinals of the U.S. Open Cup. There you see we're going to be taking on Miami. As you see, the Sounders taking on LAFC, Nashville taking on Minnesota. And so we'll see what we can do here as we take a quick look here at the round of 16. Of course, we defeated Columbus there in our round of 16 matchup there. And now we're being teamed up with Miami. So we'll see how well we do with Miami here in today's matchup, as we're looking for, of course, the next move on to the next round. And of course, Miami and the round of 16, like I said, they defeated FC Cincinnati 2-1, and of course we defeated Columbus there. So we're looking to see how far we and how deep. I'm hoping we should be able to get pretty deep into this here in this U.S. Open Cup. I don't know if they have it. As far as I know, they don't have the U.S. Open Cup no more, because now they do the Copa League, or whatever it's called. Basically, it's the United States and Mexico leagues, the best of the best, like the top 8 teams from both league or from both companies, or both like the MLS, best of the MLS and the best of La Liga XM go head to head, and they play for a cup that way. Now I think that replaced the U.S. Open Cup, because I think now the U.S. Open Cup is now played in the lower tier, in the what's that other league that's right under the MLS? Because matter of fact, Sacramento is getting their first MLS team from this particular. I can't remember the league now. But anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. Nonetheless, we're trying to see if we can, of course, get a little deeper here. And of course, there you see Wanderers talking about him, and of course, they're hoping that he'll have, a good game in there, and they're in this matchup here with them. So we'll see how things go. In this one here, it should be a good one. Excuse me, sorry. I'm trying to look at some information here. Miami has a pretty good squad here. Not too many noticeable players. Of course, Messi is not on this team. We missed it by a couple years there. We're actually a few years ahead of where we're at right now in real life, but well, actually not that many, but no, Messi's not a part of this here. But yeah, there is. The USL. That's what it is. That's the teams I was thinking about there. There's a couple of MLS squads there, or a couple of teams, a couple of cities are kind of in the process of getting their, their USL team in the process of getting into the MLS here in a few years. And Sacramento is just one. Matter of fact, Sacramento is just trying to pass a bond for a new. I think it's Sacramento. They're trying to pass a new bond there to get a better stadium for their particular team. But as you take a look here, nice play here. Great job there passing the football, and that's going to get Varsi there his first goal of the game here for Austin FC, as they are finding themselves with another great lead here. But right now San Diego is the newest, hottest team out there. I've been kind of thinking about putting a series with that at some point down the line. Maybe in 26 I can do that. You guys let me know, what team should we have in, because I do want to have an MLS team in 26, and I just don't know what team. There's some new teams, obviously. St. Louis comes to mind right off the bat. You got Charlotte there, and of course now you got San Diego. Of course, if I played, St. Louis, that would kind of hurt me because I'm a Sporting Kansas City guy, and that I wouldn't feel right. So, but yeah, San Diego is one of those teams. They have that new. Matter of fact, I think their stadium's in the game, Snapdragon Stadium, where they play at, and of course where the San Diego, San Diego State plays there for football. So, yeah, it's one of those teams I was kind of really looking at. Oh, Wonders! He got underneath just a little too much there and lifted that one up. That could have been a score. That could have been a nice goal there for him. But yeah, let me know down below in the comment section what team should we try to run with in FIFA, or I should say in FC 26. Of course, I bought it a while back now, and I've been playing on it. Haven't had many content per se for. There is some content on the channel, but it's not been officially released just yet. But yeah, I want to know from you guys, what should we do when it comes to, MLS? I do want to start a new MLS series once we get through this series, because I am gonna try to at least, we'll have originally this was supposed to be like a journeyman series where we go from one league to another to another to another. I think after this season, we may go to another team somewhere else. It just depends on the job offers we get. But, we'd like to create Javier in 26 as well and have the same kind of fun that we had in this one as well. So, but yeah, just let me know down below for content for 26. What do you guys like to see? I do have ideas for a female story, career mode story for that as well, as I want to do a lot more stuff with female athletes on the channel here on the second channel, because we get right now on this channel as well. This is the main channel, but second channel we do more of a single career based type stuff. But yeah, I kind of want to do a female career mode, see how that pans out. Playing in Europe or there here in the States, and the women's soccer, National Women's Soccer League. So just some ideas there. Let me know down below in the comment section what you guys would like to see when it comes to that. But yeah, as we see here, 2-0. So far, this has been a pretty tame game now for us. As Gilman here, he'll shoot, or he'll pass to Wanders, and Wanders shoots and scores. Wanders getting his second goal here today. As like I said, we got a lot of second string guys out here, a couple of even third string guys. Got a few, first string guys obviously on the defensive side. Getting some veterans. We have a few veterans out there playing, but mostly we got a lot of our second string guys that normally don't. They come in every so often in the match play and MLS play, but not necessarily in not a lot there when we are playing in league games. But as we see here, now we're at near the hour mark here, as we're trying to, of course, get some more opportunities here for ourselves. As Baker now has it, Baker in the box, looks past that one across, and Wanders. He just could not find that ball at all. It's right behind him, and goalkeeper gets there on time to make the nice little save. And now we'll see here. They'll get the ball back. Wanders here going for another shot, and it scores again. It's his third goal in today's game. It's now 4-0 here in this round of 16 against Miami. And Wanders does a great job putting the ball in the net. And that's why I said I'm really happy to see him more so. Last year, he had a little bit of a slow go. He had a couple of bright spot games there where he did very well when he made a start, but he was kind of new. They the opposition knew he was young. He wasn't really tested, but now he's really come out of his shell here and is really playing some really good football here for Austin. As now Miami here trying to go for a goal here. Oh, good move there. Thought that was going to be a goal as Laos there has it. He's, of course, our backup goalkeeper as well. As he's, of course, him and Cunningham is in fighting for that top spot possibly next season. And Fry is going to have to go and leave as he's going to get a red card there. Weld couldn't happen to a better person there, as that was nothing but legs there. He was not going for the ball at all. Nice call there from the umpire. Or I should say the not umpire, the referee. Is block shot there, trying to recover, and we cannot get to it, but they will get the save there. Nice job there. As Miami here trying to move the football here, and again, it's not getting. They're not getting good touches, or not giving themselves good touches really. As jeez. As now Gregor there, pass there. That's going to go to Rodriguez. Rodriguez gives to Mata. Mata gives it there. He finds Taylor. Taylor has it. Taylor going to give it back to Mata. Mata gives back to Taylor. Taylor shoots and scores. And Miami's going to break up our chance now for a clean sheet in this one as they get their first goal in today's matchup here. As they able to find their way there. Nice job moving that ball around, causing confusion. Nice job of passing the ball around and giving everybody some touches and just trying to find that guy that can give them that one shot they need to get that ball in there, and that's exactly what they did. As now Baker here has it, and Baker trying to protect the ball. Gilman here has it. Gilman here in the box, deep in the box there, gets out, gets himself back in near the top of the box here. He's going to look, he's going to shoot, he's going to score. As he gets his second goal in today's game. It's now 5-1 as we return the favor, making this back to being a 4-goal lead. Nice play there as the fans are going crazy here in Austin. Nice shot there. Look at it. Just beautiful shot. Great line of sight there. Fine. He realized that he had a great separation between those two defenders. Neither one of them can get to it. All he had to do was get that one past the goalkeeper, and he got the goalkeeper to stretch, and he got enough power on that ball there to put him back on the net. 4 extra minutes of stoppage here as we'll get to the final minutes here in this one, and obviously we're just trying to do our best here to try to score. We'll go score here again, and that's going to be a third goal there for Oliver. It's now 6-1. Austin leads here. And now we're just looking for that final whistle here as we can wrap this up and get to the next round of this FA Cup game. Nice performance here as our boys doing a great job here, especially our second string guys. Just doing a great job here. Gilman taking that opportunity he's been given here, especially being the leader with this second string team, and as well as trying to show his ability of, hey, someday here soon I could be the guy that be the striker for the team here, and and they can rely on me and not worry and not have to rely on Austin, or I should say Ryan Hardy there here for the future. But Oliver did a great job there. Gets a goal as he 9 attempts, 3 goals there for him. Nice little hat trick. And it Wanderers as well. A nice hat trick for him as well, as he had 3 goals in today's game. And we win this one here 6-1. Actually, maybe he had 2 goals instead. But yeah, great job there from our guys. The lads just did a great job putting on a great performance here in front of the home team. And now it's going to get even more trickier, more of a nuisance coming up in the next round here of the FA Cup. As Wanderers had 2. Who was the other one? Okay, Valley Nuso, they had that other goal there as well. So Could have sworn Wonders had 3. But nonetheless, this is a good win, and I'm very happy to say that this second string team we were getting together right now, they're looking very good. Will Pulisic is being looked at as he is one of our goalkeepers there, and it looks like a team from overseas is one of his services there. 25 years old, he's one of our older players there. I'm willing to make that loan to buy here on this. I'm assuming it's a lower tier league that probably needs some guys. They can't really find nobody there, so now they're trying to go outside internationally and see if they can find a goalkeeper. And with Will, you know what? I'm willing to go ahead and designate that. In some ways, after I did this, you'll see here we do go ahead and do the loan, 1 year loan to buy. But afterwards, I kind of thought about it. It's like, hell, we should just go ahead and let's just sell him. He's not going to be on our team for too long here, and it just gives him a chance to be utilized somewhere on a regular basis than here in the MLS where he's not being really utilized as much. But Austin right now in first place in the West with 40 points, Galaxy with 32, Portland with 26, LAFC with 24, Houston with 21, Kansas City with 18, and Colorado with 18. So those are your top 7. That would be in the playoffs if the playoffs were today. And then you got Minnesota with 16, Whitecaps with 13, Dallas also has 13 along with the Sounders. And of course, Earthquakes have 11, and Real Salt Lake has 5. Out in the East, you got Philadelphia, of course, a huge powerhouse. We've dealt with them before, I believe last season as well as in the MLS Finals. 36 points right now for them. Nashville with 29. Atlanta climbing back up there. They had a weak start, but now starting to come back. They're at third place with 26. Montreal with 24. Orlando City with 22. Chicago with 22. And, of course, New England with 21. And then the bottom half, you got DC with 19. And New York, NYCFC with 18. Red Bulls also 18. Toronto right there amongst them as well. So a bit of a decent fight. They're all within, I would say, about 2 to 3 points of each other. So still a tight run there. And of course, we're running wild here in the West with 40 points right now. Only the Galaxy making the real true threat on us. But like I said, I think more so here as we especially get through this transfer window, which will be another 3 more episodes from now. We'll start seeing more of our secondary players get involved, and so with the rotating the players and of course losing some players possibly in the transfer window, that lead that we have right now is going to be very nice because that lead may not hold up for too long. So we'll see how things are going to be playing out here in this series as we come back with episode 41. Of course, episode 41, we'll have a couple of matchups there. We'll play against Real Salt Lake, who's right now in dead last in our conference. Whitecaps will head up to Toronto. Of course, that's always Vancouver. That's always a weird game to deal with. We deal with those guys. And of course, we'll have also Houston Domino, another in-state rival there. And of course, we'll wrap up the episode with the Galaxy, who are, like I said, in second place right now with 32 points. We'll see how things shape up once we meet them up in the very last game of the next episode. So that's it for this episode of the Austin FC series. If you guys want to see more, definitely come back here next Friday at 5 p.m. Central here on ESGNet. And of course, if you want to see it from the very beginning, you guys can always check out the playlist down below. And of course, you guys can check out other great series here on this channel with our Sporting Kansas City series, our first ever series we did here on YouTube, as well as other series with the Wolves, as well as our second channel over on ESGNet Plus LP here on YouTube with the Mission Recondition series with Manchester United and with our player career mode with Teo Morales. But that's it for me. As always, I forgot. Don't forget about the Kansas City Current as well here on the channel as well. Can't forget about them. They'll also pop up here on Fridays at 5 p.m. They'll kind of go back and forth week to week. But yeah, anyway, that's it from me. You guys stick around for more here on the channel. As always, keep yourselves each other healthy, and I will see you all next time.